Okay, it's a bit nice in here.
Yeah, that.
Great. Another cave.
Do you want to
The
go back
surface of the
outside?
cave is very smooth. The walls are smooth.
What if there's
Hey.
something?
Can I gain if it's smooth by carving or by erosion? Like it's a
Roll.
natural way.
Got the specifications of survival.
It's
This
all,
is a
all a
nature.
straight roll for me. So.
I could do no in specifications though. Nature. Laura, it'd be a nature check.
8.
You have an nature check.
Unless I have advantage, because I ask nicely.
No, screw it, I'll give you advantage. I'll be nice.
Super advantage.
We're really struggling to roll over double digits tonight.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's like this is how it feels to have my. This is what it feels like to have my dice luck.
I mean,
You're honestly not sure as you look around at the walls and the floor. There isn't that as much dust in here as there is outside, but
this wall is made out of wall.
How are you, Stu, Dave?
Thanks for sharing that.
So, do we want to head further in?
I see no reason why not.
And you go in front.
Alright. I will go in front without casting light, because I can see in the dark.
Took you some time.
Hmm?
No, nothing.
I can see better than you.
How far can you see?
120 feet.
So can I.
No, you can't.
I can see up to 120 feet.
Not
I
in
just
darkness.
cannot make things out. No.
You mean it's black? It's all dark. Yeah, I can see that. It's dark.
My other character can see 300 feet in dark.
Yeah.
Right after the main cleric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can only see 60 feet there.
I assume you keep heading further and further in.
Yes.
The cave twists and turns slightly as you start to make your way through it. It becomes dark and it becomes tighter, and it starts to decline slightly, going down and down. 10 minutes pass, 20 minutes, 30.
Does it get any cooler as we get further in, or is the temperature staying the same?
It gets very slightly cooler. It's still warm, even here.
And how about the rock formations? Is there any variation, any noticeable sort of markings?
Give me a perception check whilst you've been walking. Details.
This roll double digit. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
natural 20. That's double
We
digits.
take those.
Alright, as you're walking,
I got a natural
You
and no one
see-
mentioned anything.
I mean, you found hay. You see what seems to be like a sediment layer effectively in the ground, where the pattern changes ever so slightly. And
Is it-
as you make your way down, you notice in a slight dip, very partially in dust, sticking out something slightly white.
Brandon will get the group's attention as he sees this. Hey, there's something over there. I think I'm just gonna have a quick look, see what it is. Might be something that we can use to navigate back if these caves get any wider. Brandon would like to do an investigation check on that.
Go ahead.
That's 7.
So you're not entirely sure what it could be. Somewhat white in the dust. You saunter over, and you effectively pull it out, and you have in your hand what looks like a fish skull.
Huh. Well, gotta be honest. I
That
wasn't
looks a
expecting
bit
to
fishy to me.
Yeah, but
There are.
Nice one.
yeah, honestly, the part that is surprising me more is a fish skull in a desert cave.
Oh, that's strange. Back in our world, there are many whale skeletons in the desert.
True, but they come from way back ago.
This one, is it fossilized or just an actual skull?
Actual skull.
I mean, I guess optimistically we can say that, well, at least at some point there was water around here. I mean, I guess that tracks with all of the Oh, excuse me. Like the
I
smoke
would
services
say-
and all. Oh, sorry.
Without rolling and looking around, you could surmise that this was potentially an underground riverway.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably was a
How-
bunch of water at some point then.
Is it actually fossilized than just a skull?
Seems to simply be a long, dead skull.
So, by the fact that it's a skull, not fossilized, shows that, well, relatively recently there was water here.
Yeah, I think bones can survive in neutral conditions for about a century.
Yeah.
I've seen enough CSI in that. I want to find cause of death
On the skull?
on the skull.
Be my guest.
Roll
if you want to-
investigation?
Dehydration.
Lack of breath.
It was murdered by a squirrel.
I think this here is like squirrel tooth marks.
What the fuck?
Squirrels are very vicious. One once bit me on the nose.
Probably deserved it. The fish,
Um,
the fish. Not you.
Okay. I guess we should probably move on. I know I'm the one who stopped us and all.
Let's
Why would a squirrel fight a fish?
keep the skull here on the ground as a marker. That casts light on it.
By the way, I probably should mention, do you see those sediment lines? They do change very slightly. Maybe you could kind of use those as, like, well, I don't know how distinct they are. How distinct are those sediment lines, Pete? Enough that we could kind of like use them as track marks, or is it quite subtle?
It's noticeable enough. The colour
Yes.
will shift from a beigey colour close to the surface to a grey.
Yeah, Brandon will point that information out, or relay that, I should say.
All looks the same to me.
You can differentiate that, but you can't take from that skull that the squirrel killed it.
I think maybe the squirrel was like fishing, and the fish wasn't happy about it.
That's nuts.
I know. Where was the squirrel skeleton?
Because it survived. thank you.
Yeah, that also, and unsure if there even are squirrels. As this used to be on the water.
Also, the next time we cook, we should save some of the charcoal to take along. That way we can make markings in caves.
You want a marking?
Because we don't have any chalk, but
I
if
guess
you
best
use
station
charcoal...
to make a marking saying June was here. It will last for
No,
an hour.
no, I mean for like finding us way back. That's very neat though. It's like temporary vandalism.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't feel bad about it. Yeah.
Down, down, deeper and down.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you continue on your way down. As the cave twists and turns, after about another 20 minutes, you come to a spot that starts to open out quite a lot. You enter into a large, seemingly chasm-like space. There are two other ways which start to look like they immediately lead upwards. In this large open space, there is a layer of dust and sand on the floor. It boils downwards into like a bowl shape.
Hello.
Never gonna get rid of the sand.
So, now what, we climb? Let's go steeply above or slowly?
Seems to be at the same type of incline that you came down.
Okay.
Assuming you walk out into the area.
I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk out, you hear a crunch. It came from underfoot. If you look down, you see what seems to be another fish skeleton, partially buried in the sand and dust.
Equally as small, right? The regular fish sized.
Yes.
No?
Oh,
There
this
definitely
one
used to be
died,
fish
yeah.
here.
Do squirrels even eat fish?
Squirrels are herbivores.
I don't know. But I think this one died because of lack of water, dehydration.
Let's hope that won't be us.
I continue on walking on the incline.
Okay. Everyone follow? Just simply start going up one of the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
You proceed to start making your way up through one of the inclines, and I'm going to say After 40 minutes of travelling through twists and turns, steep banks and shallow banks, you eventually make your way to the point where you can see a light up ahead.
Well, that's either the end of the tunnel or something completely different.
Well, we've come this far.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Stop saying that.
I'm sorry, it just seems to be a very convenient saying to kind of speed up our decision making a bit.
You make your way up to the light source. The light stinging your eyes seems to burn them slightly as you get closer after being shut away in the dark for so long. You come out and you are looking out upon deserts. You look around to get your bearings and you are approximately there. This slightly different shade of sand here, you come out at a level that is level with it.
Different shade of sand.
Yes, if you look at the map, there's two slightly different textures.
No, but not in actually there.
No, not actually though.
Okay. Does it look like graveled road?
Nope, it looks like sand and dust.
Undisturbed.
Perhaps it's quicksand.
Just out of curiosity, do you know the direction that those dust clouds are going in? And this path, is this kind of indented? I know we can't tell it's like indented necessarily, or is it kind of going off into the same direction?
How do you mean?
Like they were trying to go towards this
Well,
path?
I mean, like, is this like if you had a bunch of them walking this way? What I'm implying is, like, if this is a regular occurrence, is this indent being caused by them traveling up and down this path, or you know, this indent slot? That's kind of what I'm trying to discern.
Give me an H check.
A 6.
You haven't got the faintest idea.
We're just
Is
saving up all his good rolls for combat.
Yeah, this sun light, this sun dark, basically, or this sunlight.
Slight
this
dip there.
Yeah,
Slight
basically.
dip here.
This is sad.
Put your
This
foot
is
in
from
it.
awesome.
This is essentially what Brandon concludes.
Is there a similar tunnel besides the one that we came to that could indicate the other possible path?
Do we want to go back and check it?
Unless there's like another exit next to ours.
Roll me a perception check with advantage, given you got an idea of what you're looking for.
Woohoo, a 7.
Oh, I haven't even seen that
You got-
computer yet.
Yeah, that's sure
didn't
enough.
go
You
through.
got-
Didn't go through.
You,
I got
if
a
you
6 and
switch
7.
steps,
Can go through.
Roll again.
I can hear your mouse clicks, but nothing coming through. Roll 20.
That's weird. And if I roll it separately, yeah.
oh, there's an 8.
Yeah,
15.
if I roll separately, it does come. But if I do the advantage thing, then it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not something yet.
As you look up and down and around, you do see a slight dip quite a ways off over here. You can surmise that could potentially be the other entrance exits.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys want to do?
Not be here.
It's kind of difficult.
Yeah. Well, we have. I think it's safe to say that we've explored, or at least gotten a good idea of the general area here.
Yeah.
I think since we were only wanting to come out to do reconnaissance, and we're pretty much, I don't know about you guys, exhausted at this point, maybe we should head back to the shop for now and explore the other 2 rock formations tomorrow, just to avoid overexerting ourselves. But honestly, what do you guys want to do?
I'm good with returning back to the shop.
I've been on the road for quite a bit.
Tired, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm filthy. Let's go home.
Actually, Pete, you mentioned that we've gone up a bunch of inclines getting here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so in that case, Brandon was saying, because we've been uphill so much getting here, it probably won't take us as long getting back, so I think while we've still got the energy to stand, we should probably just get moving back.
How much of the sun has passed since the last time I checked?
Hey! Oh, sorry.
It hasn't risen or gone down whatsoever. However, At this point, I will say you have noticed that it's moved slightly more to the east. Only slightly.
So the sun does move, but extremely slowly.
I'm gonna guess.
Eastwards.
I'm guessing like, well, my days are just a hell of a lot longer here.
For context,
because-
up on the top right,
Oh, sorry.
can we say if that was approximately what you could see previously? Is it
Mhm.
effectively moved? Oh, perfect. Let me move it. There we go.
Oh, wow.
But it has. But we have been able to perceive how far it's moved, even if it's slightly.
Yes.
So if that was last
How
time we
many
checked, that
hours?
was like what, 4 hours ago?
The days here are really,
Extremely long.
really long.
Which could also insinuate that the planet is extremely big. Because a smaller planet, quicker rotation.
I think honestly.
Or this
sorry,
planet
go on.
might not spin on its own axis.
Like a dual planet?
No. Like the Earth turns as well, and that gives the days, right? Some planets don't turn.
That means a day is equal to a year for those planets.
You said the sun had moved to the east?
Yeah.
So,
North.
out of character, isn't that like the opposite way it would go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By moving from northeast to east, it has moved effectively along rather than down towards.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's a good chance we're still in midday.
Let Earth confirmed.
But wait, if the days are extremely long, that could also mean that the nights are extremely long.
that is if there is a night. Perhaps there is just sun. Night the entire day.
I think honestly, for now, we just operate under the assumption that the sun's probably going to be around more often than not, and just try and not overexert ourselves traveling. I wouldn't go any further than this until we have reason to. Like, if we find nothing on the other two rock formations closest to us, then obviously we're going to have to. But I think that trip to the library, Dave, when you can, might help us out a lot.
Yeah.
Just hope you can find some information on that book there, because I think really, oh boy, we really need to narrow down this location if possible.
Quickly, because Mr. Martinez, you keep tab on how our food situation is. How many days do we have?
We have enough. 21 days.
Like
Actively.
our days or this planet's days?
Our days. So that is, 24 hours.
Five for everyone.
I think the one thing we need to consider as well is when we're in the shop, at least, it seems to be, well, don't know if air conditioned is the right word, but at least
It
we
is.
won't have, we won't have to worry about the heat when we're there, at least.
You know what I just realized? June,
No.
you want a charcoal to mark the wall? I have
Yeah.
a quill that cannot run out of ink.
Yeah, but putting ink on walls is a bit more damaging to
the wall?
nature.
Or do you have an ink that won't run out of quill?
Both.
I think, honestly, John, nature has bigger problems than a little bit of ink on a wall. Looking
Yeah, maybe
around
the
in the
lack of-
barren hellscape.
Water is the thing.
Purify the ink. Can we drink it?
I have a quill. I don't have ink.
Yeah, but if you like,
Dip it on your tongue.
I don't know. I think the heat is getting to me. I feel woozy.
I'm assuming you've been walking and talking, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would be.
Can someone
Yeah,
give me directions by increments of 5 then? The path that you'll take back.
Make a decision.
Okay then. First hour passes. You make it to the first mark. Oh, no, down here. The heat bearing down on you. Even with a lot of this being downhill, you still feel the weight of every single step. The dust moving underfoot. Another hour passes. You feel your throat's becoming bone dry. You feel yourselves unable to sweat. Another hour, and everyone gains 1 point of exhaustion.
Well, that's rude.
Yes, very.
Rude.
Wait on David to figure it out.
Oh. I didn't know you were waiting for me. That's
You get to because you're
Too long.
too long.
Another hour passes. At this point, you see a dust cloud quite far off in the distance, towards where you know the shop to be.
Isn't the shop over there?
it is.
Maybe if it's like the other dust clouds, they're going to be moving in a set direction, so maybe we just kind of go a little bit slight to the left or right, just kind of go around a bit. I know it's going to take a bit longer.
That makes sense. I just want to get there as quick as possible.
Yeah, the last one at least didn't seem too much of an issue.
Yeah, we could just change course when we can actually see it then, I guess.
Yeah, and then it just falls apart.
Following that route, the dust cloud remains quite far ahead of you, moving in the same direction. You continue trudging on through the heat, feeling it bake you, until you make it near enough to the shop. And in front of you, you can see a dust cloud rising over the top of the hill that you recall being in front of where the shop was,
It's heading our way.
heading towards the shop away from you.
No, that would just follow it.
You rise over the crest of the hill, and you can see the dust cloud has settled in front of the shop near where its entrance is. The cloud seems to be dissipating, and you see a small figure stood in front of the doorway, swaying slightly on their feet.